Hey, 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 this is Jay Chatfield, Loving Yourself to Life. This is brought to you by Grace Guidance, where I inspire you to, where I motivate you to heal, or I should say it the other way around, where we motivate you. I'm going to get this together, right? And I always say that, but the mission is always to motivate you to heal and inspire and encourage you to live and love your life on purpose. Now, going live is not an easy thing. So I'm not here looking, um, for 50 million people because honestly, I prefer to be in the background. But because of my North Node Leo, I'm always being told, get up, do a video, do it live, do it live. And that comes from when I ask, what am I supposed to be doing today? And I make that a habit. I don't like to move unless I'm told to, whatever I'm told to do, unless I already have some things in place for the next day. Like this morning, my daughter went to swim. But spiritually and for the community that I'm building, what am I supposed to do today? And one of the things that I did hear this morning is that there are so many things out there to distract you. You don't have to participate in it. You don't have to participate in it. You have a choice. There are just some things out there that continues to add to the to to what you are trying to get rid of out of your life. So because you still kind of have that, it's going to attract and be shown like yourself to you. You ever notice how the same friends are reading the news and one is attracted to one article and the other one isn't, and it just seems like, boy, that article was made for you. Yeah, that's why. So that's the message. There are many things going on, but you do not have to participate in it. Just know that um, you are the most important thing at this time, and there are so many, many things that are trying to get your attention. So the title of the video, I didn't even know the title of the video until I wrote it, right? Um, Awareness. So I'll be doing a few of these, and this goes with the shadow workbook. This is something I do daily, not something I just wrote a book on. And no, I don't lead a sad little life. I actually do love my life, and I love it on purpose. I absolutely live what I teach, and what I counsel people through. You're supposed to enjoy and live and love your life on purpose. You're supposed to be available for the path that you chose when you came down here, or that is chosen, or you believe that God has put you on. You're supposed to enjoy it. It's not supposed to be heavy or hard or anything. But coming with that are just the tools that come along with that. And that is you being aware of what you need to do, or what you need to work on in those times, right? So let's talk about that really quick. And I don't want to be here a while, and I could expand on this forever because like I say, it's my life. um you know Doing this right here, just why do I have a hard time with this, right? It's because when I was growing up, we were told that we weren't supposed to be heard, and we couldn't laugh, and it was just you know it I won't say I had a bad childhood because I didn't. I know I had everything that I wanted, but not what I really wanted, which was to be with my parents. That was one of the things that I was like, I don't care if I was living in how you say that, I don't care if I was living in a cardboard box. But my mom cared. So that was a part of her trauma because growing up she lived on a farm with her um five siblings, and they grew up very poor. So that was a fear of hers. So when my sister and I were growing up with my aunt, we always had the things that we so-called wanted, but we only needed to be with her. But growing up with my aunt, she was raised old school. She is still that way today, at 84 years old. She tells us how we're just not supposed to be heard. And then I went to a church that told me the same thing, that we were not supposed to be heard. And there were special times that women were supposed to speak. So this was put into me a long time ago, and especially about what I'm talking about, like empowering people, inspiring people. You had to be ordained by God. The star from the sky had to have fallen on you. You had to be vetted by the men. I don't know what the vetting went into. I'm glad I wasn't in that situation. But you had to be approved. You would touch the pulpit and you would die. I mean, it was really, really one of those things that would stifle anybody's voice. Well, then I found out I am meant to do it. So even in church, even with them telling me that I could not talk or anything like that, like if we spoke at and I don't know if a lot of people can relate to this, but when we spoke like at certain functions, they would make us stand on the floor of the church. Like we couldn't go up to the pulpit and talk like like, because that was sacred, you know. So it put it to my mind, here we go, another aspect of you're not worthy. You don't deserve to be here. So it was like, what? Now I there were other things, and this is why I talk about how deep and how many layers that things happen, and it shows you where it come from. This was a different, you don't deserve, you're not worth it, from the love aspect and the friend aspect. Like I could talk about those pieces too, the same thing, but it applies different places in your life. You need to be able to be aware to place them where they are and get rid of them so that you can be free in that area, right? So I wasn't worthy to share the message. I wasn't worthy to hear from God. I wasn't worthy to hear from myself. I needed someone to tell me that I was right, that I got the right thing going on. But they wasn't even really answering my questions. That's what it was. And don't get me wrong, guys, I'm not bashing any type of religious community. I'm just talking about how it makes me aware of why what I'm doing right now, requires work in my brain, requires me to be like, okay, I am going to go do this. Even though I love this, it's hard. It has been a challenge for me to continually do it, because I keep thinking, am I worthy to help these people? And I'm being real with you right now. If you, whenever you um, book a session with me or do the group session that's coming up, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not sitting here as a person like, yes, like looking down on you. I'm in this with you. I'm in this with you. And honestly, it actually feels good that we're in it together. But I don't want to get off track, because I'll make another video. I've been told I'm going to be making videos all the time, because this is what I'm supposed to do. But that being shut down in the organization that I was in. Now in the school I was in, I was a Baptist, and I went to a Catholic school for a stint time. I went to a Lutheran school. They had totally different rules, y'all. But there, it was a different type. And I'll talk about that too in another one. I'm trying to keep it together because it's a lot. Because we are. That's why I wrote my book, The Woman That Is Made, a book without chapters, a life with many, because in each chapters you have the levels. So right now I am working on me being worthy to be able to help people that come to my page and want to establish a community of trust, healing, growth, and loving to live your life on purpose, because we need to have these stories out there so that people understand that they are not alone, that you don't have to do this by yourself. And a lot of us have these different layers, but we weren't taught how to be aware and to stop, and to stop the feeling of the anxiety when this happens, and nurture the part of us that really loves to do what it is that we want to do, right? So I actually love to talk. I love to talk to um the people, and I answer, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So me getting over the feeling of I'm not worthy to even do this, and that I deserve to have a great community around me, and you deserve to have a great community around you. I get up every day asking, what is it that I'm supposed to do? When I do my meditation, I'm asking, what is it that I am supposed to do today? And 10 out of 10 of the times, it's to reach out and to let you guys know that this is not a game for me. This is work. This is my work. This is what I came here to do, an aspect of what I came here to do. And I want you guys to be a part of it. If you want to get in touch with me, you can email me at graceguidance@gmail.com. You can always DM me on the Facebook page at Loving Me Too, Loving Yourself to Life. I will be posting my Calendly, so you can make an appointment with me if you would like. And also look out for the group that I will be hosting for 6 weeks. I'll do 2 groups. I really only want about six, no more than 6 people in the group, because I want to be able to talk to everybody every week. So it'll be 6 weeks of us being in a group session, working through connecting the dots. And and I always say, once you do this, you won't need readings or anything like that. You will know what you're supposed to do. You'll know why you're acting out. You'll know why these things keep coming to you over and over. You'll break the cycle that continuously hurt and hinder you. That is what I've created the group for, because I kept seeing cycles in my life. I was like, I got to do something about this. This is some bull. So that is what the 6 week group is about. And then I want to create something where we can continuously keep in touch. Like, this is a lot open group. I want to close it up. So I do have a Patreon, but I don't know. You pay for the 6 week class, and then within the 6 weeks, I also meet with you for 30 minutes so we can do some one-on-one work that you're working on. Sometimes people don't always want to share, but it's always great to be in the energy of others that's doing the same thing. So I'll be putting that out, and we'll be starting that group really soon. I will start with 3 people, 2 people. I'm ready. We need to get to work now, but I don't want to take more than 6, because, like I said, I am here for you. And energetically, I want to be available, also, because there are other things that I do. So, but we want to be able to connect to us, connect to the God within us, connect to the higher self, because we're already connected, but we want to be able to hear more. If you're listening on the podcast, come on over. I'll put come on over to the Facebook page, and I'll also put it on YouTube if I can figure out how to move it, how to do it. But this is Jay Chatfield, Loving Yourself to Life. As always, do something for you that only you will love. Have a love yourself day.